Hello, everybody. Welcome to Moments with God. Thank you so much for joining me today. In today's video, I will be sharing with you Genesis chapter 9. I hope that you are ready. I hope that you're feeling warm and ready and you've got your beverage with you. I have my coffee here. I'm still drinking my hot coffee, even though it's in the afternoon. It's a little bit chilly, so I decided to have hot coffee this afternoon instead. But in today's video, very interesting things happen. Okay. First of all, God, being the amazing God that He is, remember in last week's video, God remembered Noah. So in this week's video, God decides that He is going to bless Noah after Noah made a sacrifice for the Lord, and he decided that he's going to bless him. He is going to multiply his children, firstly. And the second thing that he does is um, glorify Noah by giving him long life. Okay. And then the third thing that God does is, make one of the beloved symbols of all time. God makes a rainbow, an awesome rainbow. We love it. Children love it. Men, women love it. Everybody loves it. We've all interpreted it however we saw fit, but this is what God did. And there's also a meaning behind it, the true meaning of a rainbow, and we're going to look at that. And then finally, one of the weirdest things that happen in the Bible. Sometimes the Bible can get so weird, and I'm just, awestruck by some of the things that happen in this book. Noah gets drunk and he curses one of his son. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to like the video if you are new to this channel. Remember to also subscribe to the channel and comment down below. Okay, so I'm going to be reading from my Bible. I have my ESV Bible with me, and I'm going to be reading from that version. Of course, you can follow along or you can just listen, and then we'll get into it as we go through it. And we'll understand and interpret whatever is happening in Genesis chapter 9. So let's get into it. It says, "And God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, 'Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. The fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every bird of the heavens, upon everything that creeps on the ground, and all fish of the sea. Into your hand they are delivered. Every moving thing that lives shall be food for you. And as I gave you the green plants, I give you everything. But you shall not eat flesh with its life, that is, its blood.'" So God decides that He is going to give Noah everything. Remember, in the beginning, the only food that God gave man to eat was plants. Now God decides to extend Noah's platter, and He decides to give Noah animals also to eat. But He warns Noah of this. He says that you shall not have your food or your meat, in this case, your meat rare. Don't eat your beef rare, okay? Always have it well done. All right, so that's very interesting because its blood is its life. So that is not good to eat meat with its blood in it. So let's get to verse 5. It says, "And for your lifeblood I will require a reckoning." This is the second blessing that God gave Noah. For your lifeblood I will require a reckoning. From every beast I will require it, and from man. So whoever kills Noah, whether it's a beast or a human being, the Lord will require Noah's life from him or from it. From his fellow men, I will require a reckoning for the life of man. So also, God says, you know what, Noah? If anybody kills anybody else too, I will require that life from them too. These are the second commandments that God has given. Ever since he gave Adam and Eve that first commandment that you shall not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And then they ate from it. And then they continued to live in this world. And God decided to destroy the world because it was just too corrupt. Now, God is giving Noah a second set of rules, which is do not eat an animal while its blood is still in it. Do not kill a man because I will require that man's life from you and from whatever beast or other man that may kill another man. And we see that God is starting to make himself and his rules known more to human beings because he's starting to realize that human beings are becoming even more corrupt than they were in the Garden of Eden. They are losing the image of God and starting to live according to the desires of the flesh. And you know, the flesh is very vengeful. The flesh can get selfish, ignorant, self-centered, and with that comes a whole lot of things because we are no longer in the glory of God. We now start to redefine what is good and what is bad. And if we do not have God to define that for us, we define it ourselves. And that's where all the trouble comes in. So God is giving Noah these rules so that Noah can get it right the second time around. Let's go to verse 6. It says, whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. Oh, God is angry. God is very angry. For God made man in his own image. And you, be fruitful and multiply, increase greatly on the earth and multiply in it. Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, behold, this is the third blessing now. I establish my covenant with you and your offspring after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the livestock, and every beast of the earth with you, as many as came out of the ark. If it is for every beast of the earth, I establish my covenant with you, that never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said this is the sign of the covenant that I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for all future generations. I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth, and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. So the rainbow, the true meaning of this beautiful sign is that God will never again destroy the world with water. He will never again destroy all living creatures, all flesh, everything that has life in it with water again. Now, the flood of Noah, or a flood such as that, to that extent, where it floods the whole world, has never ever been seen in history. And I am no history teacher, but I know this, I've done research. It has never ever been seen in history like that before. That was the first and the last time that there was ever such a flood. And the flood has been recorded all over generations, that there was once a flood, but never again has there been a flood such as that. So, and the waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. Now, verse 16 says, when the bow is in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth. God said to Noah, this is the sign of the covenant that I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. That is good news. Praise your holy name, Lord. Now let's get into Noah's descendants and see why Noah would curse his own child. Verse 18 says, the sons of Noah who went forth from the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. These three were the sons of Noah, and from these the people of the whole earth were dispersed. Noah began to be a man of the soil, and he planted a vineyard. He drank of the wine and became drunk and lay uncovered in his tent. Why? I have no idea. I have tossed and turned, trying to figure out why a righteous man such as Noah would get drunk, but I have no idea. Maybe he didn't know he would get drunk. Or maybe he did. I have no idea. But let's continue. He drank of the wine and became drunk and lay uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brothers outside. Then Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both their shoulders, and walked backwards and covered the nakedness of their father. Their faces were turned backward, and they did not see their father's nakedness. When Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his youngest son had done to him, he said, cursed be Canaan. A servant of servants shall he be to his brothers. He also said, blessed be the Lord, the God of Shem, and let Canaan be his servant. May God enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan be his servant. After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. All the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. Well, that's it. He cursed his son because his son saw his nakedness. Now, I believe that that was a mistake. In the Old Testament, you could not get away with a lot of sin. In fact, everything was punishable now, and very drastic measures were taken to punish man's sinful ways. So yeah, he was cursed by his own dad. That's unfortunate. But thankfully, now we have Jesus Christ, and he's able to forgive us of all our sins. God knows we need every grace that comes in the morning, every joy that comes in the morning, every blessing that comes in the morning. So we thank the Lord God Almighty for sending his son Jesus Christ to come and die on the cross for our sins. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. Remember to like, subscribe, and always have your moments with God. Enjoy your coffee, enjoy your day, and remember to smile, and always have your moments with God. Don't forget the Lord. The Lord loves you, and he'll never leave you nor forsake you. Goodbye. I'll see you on my next video. Friends, if you like that video, remember to subscribe right here, and also check out my other videos, and always have your moments with God. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.